Hello, I'm going to talk today about toxoplasmosis. In actual fact, what I'm actually talking about is I'm actually addressing concerns that lots of young pregnant ladies have with regards cleaning litter trays, because a lot of ladies have the information, I can't change the cat litter anymore. I can't really I can't really go near the cat too much. I'm pregnant, and there's a risk of toxoplasmosis. But it doesn't necessarily mean they know what toxoplasmosis is about or what the real risks are. So let's address a little bit of that today. Okay? Now, toxoplasmosis. What is it? Toxoplasmosis is a parasite. Lovely. And why is there a concern with regards to toxoplasmosis and cats? Simple. The biggest culprit actually for toxoplasmosis in actual fact is raw meat. And what happens is a cat will eat raw meat, become infected with toxoplasmosis, and then passes it through its feces and buries it in the garden. But the cat does this for about 2 weeks of being infected. Following the 2 weeks, the cat has then got an immunity and poses no risk to the pregnant lady. So let's move away from the cats for a moment and let's look at raw meats, because think about it. Nobody thinks, oh, I'm not going to cook any chicken tonight because I'm pregnant and toxoplasmosis. Nobody seems to ever review that. They always just talk about cats. So let's go to the real culprit, which is raw meat. And think about it, when you cook, you have your hands touching raw meat, and you have a real potential of actually infecting yourself with toxoplasmosis. So the most sensible thing actually that you can do in that situation is make sure that you wash your hands after you've cooked with meat. And also when you're cooking with raw meat, don't put your hands anywhere near your face. In the fridge, when you store raw meat, you store your raw meat separated from your cooked meat. When you are pregnant, when you are pregnant, always eat meat that's been thoroughly cooked all the way through. So that's raw meats. So now let's go back again to our cats. Here's your thing. If you have a cat and you've had your cat for about 3 years, let's say, and your cat is an outside cat, goes outside and goes to the toilet outside, chances are your cat has already been infected at some point with toxoplasmosis, has had that 2 weeks period of where they've buried their feces in the soil, passing the parasite, and now has an immunity and offers you no threat. No risk, I should say. But what I would say in that situation, because ladies are concerned, clearly you will have a concern, don't garden. Don't do the gardening. Get someone else to do the gardening. You see, it's not just your cat that's going to go to the toilet in the garden, is it? So you're not going to know if there's a cat that's going in the garden and it's been infected or not. So I truthfully would just avoid gardening. If you can't avoid gardening, put on some gloves when you garden. And then when you get in, make sure you wash your hands and under your fingernails incredibly well. The chances, however, of you really and truthfully becoming infected with toxoplasmosis as a pregnant lady are very slim. And the reason they're very slim is because as a child, you probably played outside, you probably put your hands in your mouth, you've probably already been infected as a child with toxoplasmosis and now actually have an immunity. If you don't, okay, what are the risks, you're wondering, to your baby? If you're pregnant and you've never had toxoplasmosis, what are the risks? The risks, if you get toxoplasmosis when you are pregnant: blindness, epilepsy, and learning difficulties. And the severity of these depends on at what point in your pregnancy you become infected. I would say do not go and invest in a kitten if you are pregnant, if you have a very young cat, I would apply the greatest amount of caution and I would not do the litter tray. And I wouldn't do gardening either, if I'm honest with you. If you are really concerned, okay, you can have a blood test. But they don't offer the blood test really in the United Kingdom because the majority that come back are actually negative, because majority of people have actually got an immunity anyway. So that's the information I can give you today. I hope it's been useful. If you wish to reach me or find out more information about what I do, my name is Teresa. I'm a midwife and I actually teach Beautiful Birth, Beautiful Baby antenatal classes online. So that's good. And I'll put my web page details up so you can have a look to see what I do if you choose to. Actually, no, not if you choose to. Go there, have a look. Take care. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.